Lobbert here with another Pauper video. This week I'm going to be doing Green-Black Ivy Lane Denizen, which is an infinite combo deck. Before I get into the deck tech, I have a few things to talk about. One, the deck list is always in the video description. Two, there are links to the timestamps of all of the separate matches in the video description if you want to skip a match. Three, please like my video to boost my visibility on YouTube. That really helps me out. And subscribe if you want to be notified for more Pauper content. So again, if you want to skip this deck tech, you can go right to the matches if you click on the link in the description. But I'm going to get into the deck tech now. So trying out our new format for the deck tech. Let me know what you think in the comments. So this is a infinite combo deck that uses Ivy Lane Denizen and Persistent Creatures for infinite amount of sack triggers. The persistent creatures that we use are Renclaw Trow and Safehold Elite. We're only playing 3 of the Renclaw Trow because it costs 1 extra mana and the Wither is not that relevant. Use Wirewood Herald to go look for elf cards, including Ivy Lane Denizen, Safehold Elite, and Nameless Inversion, which is a shapeshifter removal spell, which sometimes it's relevant to go and get off of Wirewood Herald, which is really nice. For our sack outlets, we have Bloodthrone Vampire, Viscera Seer, and Carrion Feeder. For our payoff cards, we have Elvish Herder, which lets us trample through with a giant dude, and it's also tutorable. Essence Warden, which lets us gain infinite life and stalls long enough for us to hit our combo. Rite of Consumption is another payoff card that lets us kill them without attacking at all. Commune with Nature lets us go and get our combo pieces, whatever one we need. And it's important to note that this deck is playing 23 lands, 4 Jungle Hollow, 9 forests, 10 swamps. 23 lands is important because we need to hit 4 for Ivy Lane Denizen. In our sideboard, we have 2 Duress for counterspells and removal, 3 Natural States for artifacts and enchantments, 2 Relic of Progenitus for graveyard/control decks. Sylvic Lifestaff is really easy to trigger since we have so many sack outlets, and it gains us plenty of life. Moment's Peace can buy us a turn before we just combo out and hopefully win. Eyeblade's Ending is a tribal elf spell, so it is tutorable with Wirewood Herald, and it just is a point-and-click removal spell. Fester Gloom, the -1/-1, it's like Shrivel, but it doesn't kill our Carrion Feeder. Just any of our sack outlets, it doesn't kill. Lissalana Bowmaster for those pesky flyers. Spider Silk Armor, again, for those pesky flyers. In the maybe board, I have Tortured Existence because this deck really scoops hard if you can't get all of your removals or all of your things in place, and a removal spell is really annoying. You can start comboing off, and once the Ivy Lane Denizen trigger is on the stack targeting Safehold Elite, they can just kill it. And Tortured Existence would be nice to be able to recur it, and eventually it'll assemble your combo. The other one is Falconwrath Noble. Probably goes in the Tortured Existence version as just a way to kill your opponent that is hands down better than Rite of Consumption. The other card I would probably put in the maybe board, but I don't have it here, is Elvish Visionary. Not Elvish Visionary, Elvish Mystic. Something that adds 1 mana just to make you go a little bit faster. One more thing before I get into the matches. 13th Fox donated me a Pyroblast this week, and I wanted to give him a special thank you. And without further ado, let's get into the matches. Alright, game 1 against Fab Gross. Win the die roll, go first. And its hand is unkeepable because it doesn't have a second land. Ooh, this is pretty bad as well. We don't want 2 Rite of Consumption in our opening hand. But I think this can get there with Commune with Nature and a Scry. Elvish Herder, definitely not what we're looking for. Let's just play out this Viserys here. Yield. And then keep up the scry here. Looks like Stompy. Gonna have to combo out pretty quick, and we're missing quite a few pieces. So here is Carrion Feeder and a Commune with Nature. We see 2 sack outlets and a safe hold elite. So we're gonna take our combo piece, put a nameless inversion on the bottom of our deck, and probably gonna end up letting this wolf hit us until it's too late, and then, or not until it's too late, until right before it's too late, and then Rite of Consumption or something. Not really excited about doing that. Probably means we lose if that happens. But just taking 1, be willing to bet that, okay, there's a Vault Scourge. It's a Bloodthirst guy. Yep, there's Bloodthirst guy. I did consider blocking there. I don't think it's quite worth it yet. It just would have pumped his guy, and this would have been a 2/2 instead of that. 3rd land. That's good. Let's get Safe Hold Elite out there. Not really much to do here. Pass the turn, hope everything goes okay. He's not going to interact with our board, which is good, but we can't really interact with his for a while. Like, the best draws are going to be land, and probably gain life land, and then Ivy Lane Denizen, and just start beating down with a huge Carrion Feeder, or kill him the following turn with a Rite of Consumption. Carrion Feeder, not a good draw. It's getting to the point where I think I need to start sacking things to Viserys here to get the cards we need. Otherwise, it's just going to be too late. So I'm going to go ahead and pass, and then probably throw... I'm thinking about throwing Viserys here in front of something. Oh, not good. Sack Beans. Yep, Hunger of the Hellpack on his Vault Scourge. The lifelink doesn't matter, but the damage certainly does. Not looking too hot. Can't block either of these, actually, so I'm just gonna let that resolve. I don't think there's anything we can draw to get us back in this. Possibly Nameless Inversion, but I'm going to get rid of a Carrion Feeder. Essence Warden, way too late. Put that on the bottom. Get rid of our Seer. Wirewood Herald. Wirewood Herald can go get one of our combo pieces, so... I guess... I don't know. I think we're just screwed. Let's just see what we draw. Ivy Lane Denizen. It's a little too late. I'm just going to concede. Alright, so against Stompy, we probably want a Moment's Peace. Fester Gloom, probably not the best against these guys. I'll take an Eye Blight's Ending, a Life Staff. And the hardest part about this deck is figuring out what you can cut. Because it's a combo deck. So Rite of Consumption... I'm not so sure about. I'm not so sure about any of these cards. So since he's not interacting, I'm probably gonna cut the Trows. We don't need redundant persisters if we're not getting our creatures killed. We can go tutor for the safehold deletes anyway, so I like our chances there the most. Essence Warden seems good. Elvish Herder, he has a lot of blockers, so I can see that being useful. Commune with Nature finds our combo. Viscera Seer, sack outlet, sack outlet, sack outlet, removal. Yeah. You want to take out a Viscera Seer? Going like this. It might be useful to have a relic. Sometimes I bring in relic against this deck because of Young Wolf, but I'm not running like edicts or anything, so I think I'm gonna hold off. And I'll just ship it back like that. So we have 2 land, Essence Warden. This is a good hand. We have a piece of removal. Try to have to play this. Yeah, this pile again. I'm giving it a second shot. I think the deck deserves a better showing, and if this doesn't do better than it did yesterday, well, I'll give up. Yeah, we're gonna go 1 and 9 across 2 days. So we've drawn the second nameless inversion, so we could just peg this Vault Scourge before anything bad happens to us. Or we could play Essence Warden and the Seer. I think I like that. Yeah, I'll go with Essence Warden. And then keep up the Scry here in case he like epic confrontations or something. Okay, that's one of the bad things that could have happened to us. Go back down to 19. If I play against Tribe, I'll know how to play against it a little bit better this time. So draw a Nameless Inversion. Oh no, we already had Nameless Inversion. We drew a land there. I don't know if attacking does us any good. And pup spells make Nameless Inversion really, really bad when they have open mana. So I think I have to use it now. If I kill the Vault Scourge, then this Pit Skulk just beats me down. So this also means I can attack, which is close to irrelevant. So I'm gonna kill the Pit Skulk. I didn't really factor in mutagenic growth into that. I 100% should have, though. Because if he had mutagenic there, it wouldn't have killed his creature. But the mutagenic wouldn't save the Vault Scourge. Take another 3. Metal Sentinel, trigger, gain a life. Young Wolf. Looks like we're done attacking. Gain a life. Probably looking for land. Commune with Nature, not terrible. Let's see what we get. Looking for Ivy Lane, I think. So no Ivy Lane, but we get a Carrion Feeder and a Safe Hold Elite. I'm going to go with the Safe Hold Elite, since we already have a Blood Throne Vampire. He has a mana open, so I'm kind of a little bit shy on Nameless Inversion. I'm playing a deck that doesn't have any creature removal right now, and we're going to see how this goes. Oh. There we go. Back up to 20. Go ahead and pass the turn. Alpha Strike from him. Don't think I'm going to do anything here. Take 6. Nope. Take 10. And then he gains us a life. Back up to 11. Ooh, okay. Leaves open a mana. If I Nameless Inversion here, does that really help me? I think I need to get out Bloodthrone Vampire. Either case, we're going to play the Viscera Seer. Yeah, if I have Bloodthrone out, I'm going to need a lot of time here. If I Nameless Inversion something, what do I Nameless Inversion? I can start chump blocking, but where? It doesn't really help me because if I kill the Vault Scourge, he's just gonna move that Rancor elsewhere. So probably this Nettle Sentinel, just to get the most power off the field again. Oh, there's a Hunger of the Hellpack. Guess the only way we could have played around that is... Alright. That's a thing. We need an Eye Blight's ending this turn. Heh! It's a land. Can I gain enough life? Six. I can gain 2 more. Because, I don't know. I just don't think that we got this. Yep, concede. Win the die roll. Playing against Polsky. I could have lots of life. Explain what you mean by that. This needs Just needs land and Ivy Lane and it goes off. That's not a land. Blue, white. So I think I'll start with the Commune with Nature. With just see Commune with another Commune with Nature and right of whatever. The Bad Fling. Play a Carrion Feeder, I think. At best, if we scribe, we would have had 6 life. And then he would have double Rancored a 2/2 the last game. So whatever we play now is most likely going to get countered. The land was a good draw. I'll attack first. So I'll go Blood Throne. See what he does to this. Counterspell. That's fine. That's more than fine. Okay, so now we see Wirewood Herald, which can get our guy, our Ivy Lane Denizen, and a Carrion Feeder, which I'm not interested in yet. Blue, blue, white. Reality Acid. So I don't want him to... I guess there's no rush to sack, because we can sack in response to a bounce. So they can at least attack on my turn. Let's get in there for 1. Suppose I could have played Wirewood Herald there and attacked in for another 1. I would rather play the Wirewood Herald and the Viscera Seer together, though. Throw this Trow out there first. Don't care about vanishing. So now I gotta sack off my Carrion Feeder so that he can't get his Reality Acid back. He's just gonna bounce one of his lands, I assume. And he hasn't made a land for turn, so he's gonna do that. Since that's got a 3 toughness, I'm not gonna be able to attack. I'll set up my combo though. There's a Thraben Inspector. Nope, he's not going to tap anymore. So, what do you think the chances of him having Counterspell in his hand are? Probably pretty high? I think I have to go for it regardless, because eventually he'll have it if I wait. Let's see, where is it? Ivy Lane Denizen. Here. And then let's see what we get for the Scry. Swamp. Not interested in swamp right now. Oh, it landed. So now I have to scry until I hit something that lets me actually attack in. Which I think is another Ivy Lane denizen. Cycles a lonely sandbar. What is this? Cycles clue. And I think he's going to yield here. There it is. Oh, he's going to have a counterspell for sure. He's drawn 2, scryed 2, and then drawn a card. What does he do? Bottom. Phallus Sentinels. He's tapped out. Well, I don't want on the spot though. Put the counter on the denizen. And then go back to doing this thing. Let's just see what happens when I attack. So we got 2 of his creatures. This is the last time I'm playing an infinite combo. Whatever, I'll just take the Ivy Lane denizen. That's the turn. Okay. Took down a game. See if we can make it a match. I think Duresses. Oh, I will get far too tired if I kept going with the combo. He was polite enough to concede. I know that it's more correct to probably keep going until he's just like dead or something. Yeah, at a certain point. He needed a removal spell. Okay, so Duress. Shredder probably good. Don't think this is an Essence Warden match. He's not really going that quick. He's probably going to have a lot of fogs and stuff, I think. He's a blue-white Monarch deck. I haven't ever seen that. I could cut a Rite of Consumption. Don't like cutting the trowel. I'm gonna go with the consumption. Nameless inversion. I think the cut is nameless inversion. And I will submit. Got a Duress. This is keepable. He's already down to 5 cards. So this might be the match that we win. Ah. Down to 4. 3 of Inspector. That's a good card to have as your one. What do you think the chances of him running Spellstutter Sprite are? So I'm going to go black so I can cast 2 spells this turn. Go Carrion Feeder and Viscerus here. Sax's Clue, and I assume that's to make his land drop, but it does make it. I am going to play this Trow, because I can potentially combo on turn 4. Just pass turn. I can block with this Runclaw, but I don't think it's worth it. And he's just passing. Not really sure. I think his plan is to pop this Clue. I have a backup with Wirewood Herald, so I'm going to go for it. I could just win on the spot. Prohibit doesn't do it. Mana Leak does it. But like I said, remove Soul. I have to accept that. So I'll hit him for 4. I suppose Mana Tithe also would have done it. Core Skyfisher, assume bouncing and Inspector. Nope, a land. Clever girl. I need this Wirewood Herald to hit, so I'm going to Duress. he doing? He might have been thinking about popping that clue, but you don't pop the clue until after. Oh no, maybe he thought this was an instant. So he had Guardian of the Guild Pack and Palace Sentinels. Oh, we got a game. We got a game. We are 1-1. Okay, round 3. Definitely hoping to dodge Stompy again. And again, we only have 2 land. Have to keep, though. We've got 2 persist creatures and a sack outlet and a way to push through some damage through blockers. He's down to 6 cards, and he looks like he's gonna keep. Playing against Frank Devilcom? Deville? Yeah, Frank Devilcom, I guess. Looks like Tron. I think Chromatic Star usually means that they are the Tron that plays, what's his name? 5/5 Fingering Marauder. But we do draw a Jungle Hollow, which was probably optimal. Second Tron piece. And he's going to play Prophetic Prism. That's prophetic. So I'm just going to play the Safehold Elite. He's the least likely to remove it, and we have another persist creature. I think next turn I'm looking... So we can go Carrion Feeder, Elvish Herder, Commune with Nature, or I can just go Rendclaw Trow. Both put the same number of power on the field. Tron, yep. So he cycles that star for a blue. Second tower. So as soon as he does get Tron, he's going to have all the mana in the world. Maybe, yep, Muldrifter Evoke. And I'll go ahead and yield. Fourth land. So, since I got the fourth land, I'm going to go with the Carrion Feeder plan, because then I can just combo out turn 4 if I need to. Start with a Commune with Nature. Alright, looking for Ivy Lane Denizen. Whiff on the Denizen, but there's an Essence Warden, another Rendclaw Trow, and a Safehold Elite. I think I'll take the Safehold Elite. There's still hope for just drawing the Ivy Lane naturally. So I'm going to play out these guys in my hand. Carrion Feeder and Elvish Herder. If he plays a blocker, we're not going to have the mana to give our creature trample. see what he plays. Looks like he's going to be tapping this Prophetic Prism for a green. Yeah. Ancient Stirrings. Let's see what he reveals. Hope it's anything but a power plant. Expedition map. Just as bad? Question mark? Plays Haunted Fengraph, so now he has the land to play and activate map. So next turn, he'll have 11 mana. Oh, so he's playing Prophetic Prism. And I assume this last one is going to go on map. Really got to win this game one, I feel like. Red. Ouch. So he takes out our Carrion Feeder. Now we're pretty far behind on being able to combo. Didn't draw our combo piece anyway. I think we're going to be playing Trow this turn anyway. So play the tap land. So if he draws any untapped, probably sacking Safe Hold Elite to the Carrion Feeder would have been good. I need to take longer to think about this. This deck has more interaction than I'm used to, and it's playing on an axis that I'm not used to playing on. I'm definitely never going back to this deck after this video. Do not like. So the way he's tapped, he has to. Yeah, he could have played that in a better way, so that he had like 2 Urza's Towers untapped. But now he only has Urza's Power Plant untapped. Let's see what he does with it. Another map. Anything else? Nope. So let's beat in for 5. And I'll play this Viscera Seer, and this time I'm not going to forget that I can sack crap. I promise. Is it worth sacking something to the Seer? We'll see what he plays. I think it is. If he plays something annoying. Yeah, there's a Marauder. Probably gonna see him sack the map. So I'm done attacking normally. So I'm gonna start sacking off like Safe Hold Elite. Our outs are getting pretty narrow though. Yeah, we could still have a Carrion Feeder in play. This guy would be gone. The thing is, I keep thinking people will know exactly what they need to do to win. Like, if I had grown him to a 3/3, and I only had this Renclaw Trow in hand, and I did, he just firebolts the Trow, it goes down to a 1/1, and I can no longer combo out, and I'm left with like a 4/4 Carrion Feeder. which is, I guess, good. And then I can sack like 2 more, and I'd be beating in for a 6 this turn. He can kind of just ignore it, though. So I usually prefer to just keep my guys around. So I am going to scry. Yield. Right of consumption. That's interesting. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, that's not even enough anymore. It's 15 with... It's 15 with, what is it? Bloodthrone Vampire. Well, I'd rather have this Finger and Marauder off the table, and I'm willing to sacrifice one of my guys to stop it. Nope, he's going to let that resolve. It's probably past the point of caring. Play another safe hold elite. Three Pulse of Marauder. Nope, Haunted Fengraf. The Mole Drifter, he gets back. Yep. Sphere, so he's going to go back up to 16. Yeah. I think I'm going to scry one more time. Yep. There's a Seagate Oracle. At this point, this nameless inversion is probably going to be in response to a Ghostly Flicker or something. Paying cost. Let's see what he casts. 3. Chromatic Star. Okay, goes back to 21. Ugh. Tron. Our opponent playing at a glacial pace. Yep. He has 5 mana available. 1 green, 1 any color. Okay, he's just gonna pass the turn. Let's see what we get on the scry. Nameless inversion. So with 2 nameless inversions, I think I'm gonna bottom that. Don't want to sack any more creatures. I think I'm running out of time, so I gotta. Blood Throne. Nope. Not a swamp. Don't think Elvish Herder. No, Elvish Herder I'm gonna need. And I don't want Firebolt to just stop me. Another swamp. Oh, crap. No use playing the swamp. I'll just pass turn. Six, 8. That is a new box crusher. It's going to close the door on this game right quick. Think I'm dead. Because what can I draw? I don't think there's anything I can draw since my sack outlet only lets me reorder the top of my library. And he's going to drop a second Ilmog's Crusher. I'll just concede to that. Not going to play to time or anything. I don't think we're going to beat him on that axis. So I think Relic is pretty good against this deck. Duress could be okay. Don't have anything that attacks his land. I think this isn't an Elvish Warden deck. Probably can cut a Rendclaw Trow since he can kill some of our creatures, but most of his turns, like 1 through 3, aren't. He's not going to be, and I don't think we can fight through some, but I don't think we need to fight through that many. Nameless Inversion I think is really bad, so I'm gonna go all out of those just to go all in on the combo. That seems good. There is some consideration I might give to Natural State to just cut him off of. It could hit a map if he doesn't have the mana for it, or Prophetic Prism. It's worth a shot. It could just win us the game. Rendclaw Trout less likely to just do that. The more we have of these, the better they get, though. I wonder if Elvish Herder is worth skipping. It's very much a win more card. I already have Right of Consumption. It's tutorable way. They're usually good against chump blockers. I'll try another Natural State. Any room for number 3? I could be spending too much hate on him. I'll just run it like that. 2 Duress, 2 Relic, 2 Natural State. Huh. So 3 Wirewood Herald, Commune with Nature, Duress, Jungle Hollow. Not good enough. Okay. So this hand does go infinite turn 4 if I draw a land. No, it doesn't. Because turn 2 is Blood Throne, turn 3 is Wirewood Sack. Turn 4, play Persist Creature, Ivy Lane. But I think it's keepable. Gonna bottom the Seer. Land go. Tower. Paying cost. That's a star. There's land number 4. That's good news. Gonna run up the vampire first so that I can just bang him for 3 when I sack this Herald. Oh, Herald. You have the ugliest art. The goblins laughed as the elf ran away until more came back. Ha ha ha. That's not great flavor text. Sky Knight gear. Well, I have a Drakeskin gauntlets. Supple and fireproof. Or a Ceratok chestplate that'll stop a crossbow bolt. Man, elves have the worst text. Okay. Okay, Mine Tower. Bad so far for me. There's a Prophetic Prism. Jungle Hollow. Bad draw. He's really gonna have to stumble for us to win. Just gonna go get this now so that I can hit him for 3. Grab Safe Hold Elite. Always yield here. Maybe I should have saved my Wirewood Herald to play around Firebolt. So I feel like the more difficult a deck feels to play, just the worse it is. And this deck suffers a lot from that. Like, do I keep my guy? Do I try to beat for 3? Alright, go blue here. Draws his card, goes up to 8. 100 Fengraf. Probably an Evoked Muldrifter. Nope, it's a Seagate Oracle. So it looks like I'm done hitting him. I'm gonna play the Safe Hold Elite. Oh man, nothing but land. So here's Safe Hold Elite. And if I need to, I will sack this to save my vampire. Because after I play Denizen, if I draw any green creature, I can put a counter on Safe Hold Elite and start going crazy. Green. Yeah, plays Chromatic Star, taps it for a green. Ancient Stirrings. See if he gets Power Plant. Well, that was a quick take on that. Let's see what he reveals. My money's on Power Plant. Nothing. Did he just whiff on an Ancient Stirrings? How'd the last league go? 1-4, baby. 1-4. Another Ancient Stirrings. So he finds the Power Plant. I assume he's going to be playing that. Yep. 2 mana available. Let's see. Does anything off the top of our deck win? We boarded out the Elvish Herder, which is the only card that would have made us win on the spot here. Relic. It's at least playable. cycles us card deeper into the... Oh, he misclicked. That's a little bit of luck. So now we're going to take his Seagate Oracle and kind of just ask him the question of how much removal he has in his hand. Or another misclick, or he doesn't know how this works. We could kill the Oracle. Alright, so it looks like he does know how it works. At the very least, he can Haunted Fengraph and grab Oracle back. Come on, let us win this one game. 5. So this is a Moldrifter. Draws 2. Another land. Hopefully he's just got lands for days in his hand. This is 100% one of the cards, one of the 3 cards that he drew this turn, because he would have just played Power Plant instead of digging all that time. He's not going to be able to remove Ivy Lane with Burn, because he would have to cast 2 burn spells. He doesn't have the mana for that anymore. That wins us the game. Because we can put counter here. Sack creature. GG. Have to do it. Here. Here. What's this? Is this a lightning bolt? Because that would be really annoying. Okay. He's gonna make me do it, even though he has 9 minutes left on the clock. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna say that the natural state plan was bad, because I kept dreading all of those draws. Bowmaster. Oh, what did I just put back in? Oh, Reniclat Trow. Put the herder back in. Yeah, keep these natural states out. Duress is probably still good. Armor? To keep Trow alive and safe hold elite alive through thing? Through Firebolt? That seems a little bit narrow, but maybe. Look at that. Certainly makes. I think I'm just gonna try to go all in on the combo. Try to go as fast as possible. Maybe that's not right, but I like this better. So let's go to game 3. Hopefully we get our second win here. 2 Rite of Consumption and Bloodthrone Vampire. That's a lot of Rite of Consumption. On the draw, this hand could do it. I'm just going to have to get some really good draws. I need a Persist creature, another land, and I need a way to get Ivy Lane Denizen. Persist creature, land, Ivy. That is 3 cards, and I don't know if I have the time to do that. Of course, if I go down to 6 cards, I'm probably not getting a hand better than this. I'll just keep it. Rite of Consumption and Bloodthrone Vampire sometimes can just, with enough like Persist creatures and other creatures, I can just get them down from whatever's left after these vampires have attacked a couple of times. So he's down to 5 cards again. There's a mine, the piece that he was looking for all of those other games. Land. So that is one of the 3 cards we needed to combo. Play a swamp and pass. And he's relatively short on time. So there's Tron Piece 2 in a 5 land hand, or 5 card hand, and a Prophetic Prism. So now he's at 4 cards. Might as well play the Bloodthrone here. And we can effectively give this Bloodthrone Vampire double strike one of these turns by sacking off a bunch of things, attacking, and then Rite of Consumption. So there's a Chromatic Sphere. All the draw in this deck makes it incredibly consistent. There's some red. Probably going to see a burn spell. I do not mind that, Sam I am. Miss your land drop. Miss your land drop. Miss. Nope, another mine. Nothing to do with that mana, though, it looks like. Lacking on that second black. Throw out a Bloodthrone Vampire. There's a star, or a sphere. Definitely a sphere. Don't know if anything. Right. It's a white. What is that for? Circle of Protection black would be bad news. Nope. Expedition map. Okay, so next turn he's gonna have Tron online. Too many lands here. Beat in for 1. Play the Vampire, just in case, like, next turn I want to play something. Yep. Goes and finds Tower, I assume. Yep, there it is. And there it is. 3. It's weird. Plays Prophetic Prism. It's weird, just weird because he tapped the tower. Well, so now I have the choice of giving up one of my Bloodthorn Vampires to hit him. I think I'm going to keep my Bloodthorn Vampires around. Ivy Lane Denizen. Maybe that's a good draw. With the right cards on top of my deck, it could work. Of course, the persist creature would be the best, but there are also others that I would like to see. Okay, 6, 8. Not the worst news in the world. And he's 1 mana shy of being able to firebolt me this turn. What is this? White. Circle of Protection green. That's the wrong color. Circle of Protection green means I can't beat him down with Ivy Lanes, I suppose. Come on, persist creature. That is a forest. Looks like I'm going to be taking 8 this turn. Okay, so he's going to annihilate her. I have 6 lands. I can sack 1 and be fine, because I want to leave up enough to be able to commune with nature, hit an elf, find another elf, play it. Nope, then I still won't have enough for Rite of Consumption. So maybe that out isn't worth playing to. Let's see. Yeah, if I hit the elf, I want to be able to play it, sack, go get persist creature, and just kill him. So I think I'm going to be sacking off 2 of my sacrifice creatures. Oh, dang it. If I sack off 2 now, he can just firebolt my creature. Also, if I get Rentclaw Trow, I want to be able to pay for that, so that's 3 for 5. I think I can sack 1 land and 1 of my sacrifice creatures. probably going to be targeting the feeder. Yeah. Just going to sack there. So any persist creature just wins the game. Come on. So I'm gonna put this counter on. I'll just put it on the vampire. Always yield. Sack. Two and one. All right, here for round 4 against Serve Maze. Lost the die roll. This hand is combo-tastic. Just gotta draw them land, so I'll keep this. Yield. Nothing to do on his first turn. So off of that land, I would bet that he's Boros, which is annoying because he has Galvanic Blasts and such to deal with our Ivy Lane Denizen and like persist creatures, really anything, whatever part of the combo he wants to stop. All right, hold up. So this is something different. This could be that Naya tokens, something like that. That's what I would suspect. Land draw, very good. Not gonna care enough to Nameless Inversion that. Just gonna play Safe Hold Elite. Always yield here. So in the next 2 turns, we need to draw a land, and if it's going to be a tap land, I hope it's this coming turn. It's probably the Presence of Gaunt deck. Yeah, but I had red there. Can't combo off with Warden on the board. Fair point. I can make Carrion Feeder obscenely large, and then I just have to attack twice with it. I suppose that doesn't just win, but yeah, I'll I think I'm going to Commune with Nature and then Nameless Inversion on his turn. So no land, but I do hit Commune with Nature. So I can telegraph what I'm doing like that. Just going to yield until end of my turn. But even if I telegraph, I have 2 sack outlets, 2 Ivy Lane Denizens, and 2 persist creatures. And I'm going to be able to Nameless Inversion his Midnight Guard. No attacks. And I suppose he could protect his creature. Commune with the gods. So I hate this spell because it doesn't... Oh, what does he put in his hand? Standard Bearer. Battle Screech in the yard. Alright. Can this target anything? Yes. So it can hit Standard Bearer. Oh, this is bad. So I'm going to Nameless Inversion now to buy the most time. I don't like that, because at least now I know that he's not just going to kill me. I can fight a Standard Bearer. Heck, I can even attack into a Standard Bearer. He's not going to block me because he's had so much life it's not even funny. I really need to get this Carrion Feeder on the field, I feel like. No time for that. What a weird matchup. We kinda on the beatdowns, but our beatdowns get stopped by pretty much anything. Yeah, that factors under pretty much anything. He's back up to 24 thanks to that plant token. There we go. Oh, that was really hard to figure out. It's like, did I want to hit okay? So there's infinite. Not that it helps. It's just gonna be, I'm just gonna be eating creatures. He should have cast Battle Screech. But I need to get this Carrion Feeder on the field before I play this Ivy Lane Denizen so that I can attack in the same turn. No use doing infinite Scries when he's just gonna thing. Man, I'm blanking. He's just gonna gain a life every time I scry. We were in the middle of losing. Just gotta drag out the game as long as Popsicle. He could just play his enchantment and we lose. Battle Screech. What just happened? How did he even tap this? It doesn't have Convoke. Is he flashing this back? No, Battle Screech is still in the yard. Okay. Survivor's Encampment. Gotcha. Opponent's saying his connection is awful. Happy and sad to hear that at the same time. Feel bad for him, but good news for us. I could double cast Battle Screech, yeah. So I would assume that the red in here is for Rally the Peasants. So that's another card we're just dead to. Yeah. I think I can scry. See full delete, not what we're looking for. Scry again. Don't want a jungle hollow. Don't really want to give up more than that, so let's see what is on top. Another land is a bad draw. So now we're kind of just stuck until we hit a removal spell. So it's whether we hit a removal spell or if he draws or has an Anthem effect or Infinite Saprolings. 3 mana, 4 mana. 4 mana is fine. More Battle Screech. Too many whelps. Why isn't he tapping his... I would be tapping my humans over here instead of my birds. Or, you know, the guy that just untaps himself. Or did he? He must have, because he's tapped 2 birds, and that would take a third. I can scry once, but I'm going to have to put my counter on his creature. I can scry twice, actually. Wait. Oh my gosh. Standard Bearer is only activating or casting. It's not triggering. So I'm just gonna go get my win. Move that over here. Bottom. So I want the right. I had to fight for my right. So now I cast Ivy Lane Denizen. Just gonna go ahead and target Carrion Feeder. And I'll be putting 2 counters on Carrion Feeder every time I sack. So 53 sacks from now. Next turn, I win. Well, I lose. Huh. If I would have gotten Elvish whatever gain life card, I wouldn't have died to this. I was just kind of hoping to get Rite of Consumption, kill him. What a weird game. So, Moment's Peace good because of all the flyers attacking for huge. Bowmaster good because killing the flyers. Eye Blight's ending good to kill his creature combo. His thing. I know, I'm great with words. Essence Warden probably going to buy me some time. Well, this is a matchup that I don't want to take anything out. There's got to be no room in his deck left for removal, so I'll take out a couple of Trows. We'll take out my second Rite of Consumption. I'll Viscera Seer for it if I need it. Pretty doubtful though. Oh, never mind. I need Fester Gloom. Fester Gloom. I'm just gonna not Moment's Peace. So there's Fester Gloom, Bowmaster. Elvish Herder just feels so win more to me. But he's gonna have jump blockers and stuff. Probably have to leave it in. Not great with Fester Gloom. I'll just take it out. And then I'll take out the Seer. Taking out elves. I took out one elf. Okay. Relic does hit his... both of his flashback spells. We have an abundance of cards we want to bring in. But I don't want to dilute too much, so I'm just gonna... Dang it! I feel like we could have won that if I just knew that Standard Bearer worked that way. So let's try to jam this win and then probably just time him out. Game 3. So we have a bunch of removal. I think this is keepable. We have to hit 3 mana and then Fester Gloom's going to do its thing. Even if it's a black mana, we're going to be able to play all the cards in our hand except for Wirewood Herald. I didn't... you can still do Ivy Lane Denizen through... You can still do Ivy Lane Denizen through Flagbearer because it's a triggered ability and it says cast spell or activate abilities with targets. And it's a triggered ability. Alright, so miss our land. I have a lot of removal, but really no reason to do it yet, and there is a reason to play play Carrion Feeder. Haven't seen any removal yet. I'm not going to play around it. You could have boarded into it. But Soul Warden, pretty annoying for when I'm comboing. Alright. I was just debating if I was willing to trade. I think my answer was yes. Standard Bearer doesn't actually stop anything. I wasn't sure I was gonna even attack. Plus, I have a sack of sack ability, so I think that Bloodthorn Vampire is the better sacrifice creature right now because it gets 2 power, and so if I start going infinite, Soul Warden can't keep up. Do I Fester Gloom? I don't think I do. If I Fester Gloom now, I get 2 creatures. And then if he plays Midnight Guard, I have to Nameless Inversion. And I can't Nameless Inversion if he has Standard Bearer. So I think I have to Fester Gloom. It's 2 for 1. Can't feel too bad about that. Yeah, not playing around mana type. Benevolent Bodyguard is fine, I guess. Still no green. This is like another must-remove thing because if he plays his 3-drop, if he plays his 3-drop and then puts his thing on it, he can just protect it and I lose. If I draw a land, I can double Nameless Inversion that turn and not die. I guess I just have to play to win before he gets any of this stuff, but I am really scared. You would have to play 2 cards. You would have to have 2 cards. I'll just play around him having it. Or not play around him, just having the perfect 2 cards. Alright, so if he drops... What did he reveal? Puts Journey to Nowhere into his hand. What was the last one? I didn't catch what he got off of his last one. Another green card. So I think it's time. Well, let's attack first. So I'm going to leave my mana untapped so that I can Nameless Inversion his creature if I must. I think he's going to be putting Journey to Nowhere on my guy. Alright. Jungle Hollow, good. Get in there for another 4. I don't have to keep up Nameless Inversion anymore, so I'll play Blood Throne. Pray that he doesn't have Swirling Sandstorm. Soul Warden. There's Infinite. This could just win the game if he doesn't have action. So no block. Always yield. Always yield. He had Prismatic Strands. Well, I don't think that my Carrion Feeder is long for this world. Or my Ivy Lane Denizen, since he has that Journey to Nowhere. So I'm just going to get my Carrion Feeder Giant. Okay. Midnight Guard. Journey to Nowhere targeting. Alright. If I pump up my guy to 20, then he's going to be at 40, and it'll kill him in 2 hits, which is better than 3. So I can get Wirewood Herald. What can I go get with that? Okay. Tap my 2020. Just takes it. I could get Ivy Lane, but does that help me? Does that help me? That means I can combo out with Blood Throne again. Yeah, pass. Gotcha. 2 for 1 of them there. What is this? What is this? Another Midnight Guard. Now he's up to 21. See what we draw before we sack the Wirewood Herald. Carrion Feeder. Grab another Ivy Lane. GG. Oh, yeah. Forgot about the second Prismatic Strands. Rip. All right. Don't go onto me. Okay. Battle Screech. That's a whole bunch of blockers. Fester Gloom does it. I'll at least be able to put Essence Ward on the field, and so, like, I'm invincible. Yeah, I probably went on time anyway, but come on, I want to win legit. I'm down to 5 minutes. I've lost like all this time. All these Battle Screeches. So does he have another Prismatic Strands? No. Shoot, where do I put this? Let's attack like this. So 24, I have potentially infinite life. I think he dies on the crackback. Okay, gotta come out again. Oh. Just let that happen, I suppose. One, two, three. Oh, wait. Yeah. Attack like that. Resolve damage. Second safe hold elite. Just put it on that guy. Soul's Attendant. Well, let's see what we get off of this. Another Ivy Lane Denizen. So we win if we can combo in time. What do I even do? What do I even do? What I give up on combo? Yeah, I'm just gonna take out the Essence Warden because natural state. Oh, you're right. Thing. Just go aggro. Don't think I beat him aggro. So Visceral Seer is out. Probably a life staff would be nice. Rider Consumption is pretty combo. Another natural state. I think Spider Silk Armor, it kind of helps us just be able to attack into 1/1s easier. So I like that. Oh yeah. The Ivy Lanes. 3 lands. 1, 2, 3. This. Oh wow, now I have a lot of slots open. Duress doesn't seem good. I don't know. Oh, Seer. 1 Ivy Lane for just beating them. Alright. I'll see how that goes. Looks like he used max time to submit. And we're on the clock plan, so we have to play like the wind. Immediately yield. He's deciding. You don't have time to decide. Well, looks like we're winning. His connection was bad. This is keepable. Nope, doesn't have second land keeping anyway. 45. Slow start on his side is good news. Fester Gloom, good. Got him to yield through his turn. Soul's Attendant. Okay. Want to grab... Ooh, neither of these really help much. I'll grab a Blood Throne. Benevolent Bodyguards, more life. Down to 15 seconds. I'll open up the chat so I can see if he types anything after the game ends. He's at 5 seconds. We win. Oh gosh, I hate this deck. 3-1. Alright. This is game 5 against Fleoxen. Sure. Another Boros deck. I'm still in play fast mode, so I'll just do what feels natural. Alright, Prophetic Prism. Kuldutha this time. Our losses will be swift and painless. I really don't care if he grabs our guy. Bounces the Prophetic Prism. Any land? Yep, 2 land, in fact. So play Safehold Elite. Carrion Feeder. And I'm not going to yield this time because Carrion Feeder can nom our Safehold Elite and keep it alive. Journey. Targeting... K. Don't want him to Core Skyfish or bounce that and just get another one of my creatures. Alright. Gets our Carrion Feeder this time. Still okay with that. Ivy Lane Denizen is going to be the last card out of my hand. So I can't play Blood Throne and Nameless Inversion this turn. So I'm going to Jungle Hollow. Not really scared of a creature. And if I play this, I can combo next turn. He just has to have a removal light hand. Hopefully it's just one of those turns where he just goes draw spell, bounce spell. Or just draw spell, draw spell, draw spell. Blood Throne's still protecting my safe hold elite. So there's the draw spell. Lightning bolts. Sure. Get the persist. That's gonna shut off my Ivy Lane unless I draw a 1-drop. Yep. So combo's offline. Turns out he has a removal heavy hand. I think Nameless Inversion is going to be what I want to play. Land not good. Okay. Just waiting on our opponent there for a while. I am hungry. 4 Palace Sentinels. More bad news. Only good news is that he doesn't have any way to interact on this one turn, but he sure as heck is gonna the next turn. Let's play Ivy Lane, safe hold elite. I can't put enough counters on Ivy Lane to make it immune to Galvanic Blast, so I'm just gonna bring my safe hold elite back to normal. I can attack with it here, so why not? Blocking correctly. Let's see if he does something. He could even draw something at the end of his turn, like a Galvanic Blast. Alchemist's File. That's annoying. White. Double white. Prophetic Prism. No action. Draws off of Monarch. Land, bad draw. Nothing keeping me from attacking though. Alright, pops the vial. So I can't attack with more than one creature. I'll just attack with this guy. Red. Cycle's Forgotten Cave. Scared me for a second there. It's up to 5 cards in hand. Gains 2 life. He's up to 21 again. White, colorless, Prophetic Prism. I'm gonna move myself. Glint Hawk means another draw for him. So professional. Yep. I have a feeling we're going to lose this game. Get his Glinthawk at least. Play land so that it's not stranded in our hand if we ever need that mana. 3, 4. Another Palace Sentinel. So now our attacks, let's say full delete. Don't even have a chance of stealing Monarch back. Journey to nowhere. Alright. Yep. Ivy Lane Denizen's gone. Our odds to win are narrowing as we speak. Is it 5 cards? See what to draw. I'm just going to concede. Okay. Zoop me back to the top of my boop. Okay. Natural state seems good since I can get back my creatures once they're exiled. Also, sometimes it has an artifact heavy. You mean Echoing Decay? This still plays all the flyers, right? Even though it's the Monarch build. I'm not sure what I'm taking out. Never am. Getting hungry. Oh, he has so much removal though. I'm gonna take out my right of consumptions. And a seer. I think Warden is less good than Corruption. I don't know. Bring in Relic, it beats out Firebolt as well as maybe some other cards. I'm just gonna run it like this. A bunch of natural states. I've got my 3 wins. Not gonna keep that. I can keep that. Turn 1 Jungle Hollow. Turn 2 blow up a something. Fourth land. I think I'm looking for a sack outlet. Second natural state, nothing to blow up. So I'm just gonna forest it up so that I can cast these natural states on his turn. Have I considered running this combo in a Tortured Existence shell? That might work. No, I haven't really considered it though, I'll be honest. After playing these games, I'm considering scrapping the deck and never playing it again because It's so soul draining. Alright, so I have the combo. Mambo, combo, wombo. Need one more land though. Let's attack first. Bloodthorn Vampire. And then I'll keep up Natural State in case he plays that Core Skyfisher or Journey to Nowhere. Glinthawk. So Glinthawk keeps me from just killing him. I can Natural State on my turn, but this is an opportunity to kill a Glinthawk and prevent a draw. So I'm just gonna do it. I don't know if that was a 2-for-1, but it felt like it. There's another Ivy Lane for some stupid reason. Keep up Natural State for his turn. Okay, so now he has 2 artifacts again. Alchemist's Vial. And he doesn't have any mana, so if I draw an untapped land, I win. This deck just feels so close to winning, like, all the time. Nope. Not a land. Just gonna hit for 3. Drop my Wirewood Herald. There's another Glinthawk. Bounce the Prophetic Prism, I bet. No? I guess he planned on playing either of them anyway. Probably has to keep up 1 mana for the Vial in case I combo out or something. At the very least, I'm going to be able to attack with this with immunity if I have Ivy Lane, because it'll just bring itself back. Oh no. He just 3 Inspectors and expects to block. That's smart. Land. Land. Another Wirewood Herald. So one of the cards that I kind of wish I could get with Wirewood Herald is definitely Elvish Mystic. I think I would get Elvish Mystic more often than I would get Elvish Herder. Let's just get... I can get Nameless Inversion, which doesn't feel great. Another Ivy Lane Denizen, that's bad. I'm gonna get another Safehold Elite. Play safe, hold elite in case he galvanic blasts. I'd rather lose one of my persisters. Did I miss lethal? So attack, it's 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I didn't. Because I was thinking just sack a whole bunch. Oh, if I sacked this guy beforehand, went and got the 1-drop, and he didn't block, and then cast Rite of Consumption, I think I would have won. I think if I sacked beforehand, I wouldn't have got through. Now he has mana up in case I combo. And he can just Alchemist Vile me. Turn late. Well, let's make him pop the vial. Sure. Sure. So, okay, I can pump this guy up to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. No, wait, I can't afford to play the good card I get off of this and Rite of Consumption. Shit. Alright. Give up safe hold elite. I'd rather have my sack outlet. I think sack outlet is the most important thing. If I play Ivy Lane, yeah, it's the thing I'm gonna have the hardest time. So it's gonna be 6 damage, and this is gonna be, yeah. So go up to 7. Yeah. I feel like this gives me the best chance. Of course, Skyfisher. Bounce Prophetic Prism, I assume. And he's gonna get so many draws. So yeah, my out is playing Ivy Lane this turn, Wirewood Herald the next turn, and Rite of Consumption the turn after. Sure. Did he draw another bolt? I think I just lose. We could draw another sack outlet. That's helpful. So Ivy Lane is the plan. This is looking pretty bad. Prophetic Prism. Yep. You can draw off the clue. He's got at least 2 more draws in him. Okay. Still has 2 more draws in him. Because of Monarch and Prophetic Prism. Not Prophetic Prism. Clue. Shoot. I think I should just concede. He's got Monarch. He's removed tons of my creatures. He's attacking me for 6 a turn. I just want to see what I draw. We were pretty close, though. There's the land. I think if you had saved the Denizen... When did I have an opportunity to save Denizen? Did I have a sack outlet and a persist creature? I don't think I did. There's no way that happened because if he had bolted my creature when I had a persist creature and a sack outlet out, that would mean I can just go infinite. And maybe I missed something like that. Oh, maybe I did because I was just like... That might have been the scenario, and I was just like, I don't want to give up my persist creature because I would put the persist creature down to 1 and then, you know, move the counter over to Denizen. I don't know. Okay, I'll concede. All right, so we at least went 3 and 1. I would not recommend this deck to anyone. I kind of hate it. I think it needs an Elvish Mystic. So that, you know, maybe you can combo out turn 3 or something. But oh my gosh, I am never playing this deck again. If you do, you're a crazy person. If you bring it into a league, you're not very smart. Thank you for watching.